Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead and release your fears. Stand up and be counted, don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, will play the day.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my day 13, actually. Day 13, apparently. It's that quick, of my 100-day journal journey challenge. If you are new here, hello, welcome. And if you're not new here, welcome back. So I'm losing my voice. This season changing is really, I guess it's getting to me, because either that or, I don't know, but I have like a little bit of a cough and my voice is going in and out, so forgive me. But today's day 13. And it has been an eventful day. I told you yesterday, if you didn't see that episode, episode 12, day 12, that my battery is low. It's still low as far as my social battery, but the show must go on. And I realized today why my social battery is low. And it's because I have started the first day of my menstrual cycle today. Woohoo! So that is going to be a part of this episode today. Embracing the menstrual cycle that I've had since I was 12. We're going to start embracing it. So in the comments, if you know anything about this cycle syncing, all the information I can get would be greatly appreciated, because in this in this woman math edition of our evolvement in life, okay, that's part of it, is embracing our cycle. It's literally what makes us a woman, but it's because we don't know how to embrace it and we don't know how to treat ourselves during these phases in our menstrual cycle, is why we can't embrace it. Because we're literally, for so many years, have just been holding on and just trying our best just to make it, when really there's so many things that we need to understand about our cycle. So I am overwhelmed by all the information, but it is something that I want to implement. It will be newly implemented because I don't know anything about this, but I heard that it really makes a difference. It's like it makes or breaks everything. So I would love to embrace my cycle. I would love to treat myself according to my cycle. So apparently, because it's the first day, I believe it's between 1 to 5 days or 1 to 7 days, that I need I need to take it easy. Don't stress. And it gives you even some good diets to eat during this time to like support yourself. And it was crazy because I went to the store yesterday and I happened to grab a couple of things that were on that list that I didn't even know was on the list. So I was able to prepare it today, and it helped me feel a lot better. And I have some leftovers for tomorrow too, and like stews and stuff, like comfort foods, fish. I don't remember anything that was on that list, but you can look it up. The first day of your cycle, when your cycle's syncing, what the diet is for that. So because it's so much information, I'm just going to do it step by step, like in the phase that I'm in. Because if I try to understand all these names and like I'm already on like the 4th stage of the cycle, I'm not taking in any of the information. So I'm just going to embrace the current stage that I'm in. So I'm not going to push myself too much with working out because I had just implemented like at least doing 20 minutes a day of workout at home. I'm going to cancel my gym membership because I'm not going. So that is a part of this phase 2. I'm going to be canceling a lot of subscriptions that I have because, yeah, I got to start being smarter about certain things. And cycle syncing and canceling subscriptions is what's first on the list. So, yeah, I just thought to bring up that part. We're all adults here. Men, if you're watching this, educate yourself on that. Know how to treat the women in your life, whether it's your mom, your sister, your spouse, when they're in their cycles. It will make a world of a difference. And we hold a lot of weight in this world, and we go through a lot, and losing blood for 7 days is not the funnest thing, but when you're loved and supported, it really helps. So even with some of the things that I was watching about it, like educating your family or like the people who you live with about these different cycles and, you know, during this period, the different periods within the cycle. So that way they know how to treat you, or they know, okay, during this time she needs more rest, or during this time, you know, she's going to be a little bit more sensitive. Have these types of foods prepared if you are going to cook. You know, it's literally a form of care. And they're even like, I know in one of the phases, it's like your extra like creative time. So like, I'm going to save that for the more strenuous things that require me to really have my creative juices flowing. I'm not going to push myself too hard. I'm just going to, you know, just do what it is that I have to do today and just be in peace with that. Because my mind is naturally like a long to-do list. So I really feel like that's why it's so important at this day and age to understand the cycle syncing. So I don't know who needs to hear this, because I'm new to this and I'm 35. Why am I just now finding out about this? Why am I just now being educated on like what to eat during this time and how to support myself during this time, and letting myself know that it's okay if I need to like relax a little bit more during this time, and why. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but I believe it really will work with us if we know how and why we're even going through this in the first place. So yeah, I felt like that was important to share for my entry today, because it's pivotal and I would love to see what ends up happening from doing that. Also, just the importance of maintenance, just all together, it's just important. Like I said, today was a long day, but I learned that if you maintain certain things and take heed to certain deadlines, take heed to certain education on certain things, then it reduces a lot of the, if you don't do this, then this will happen. And if you do this, this will happen. The cause and effect, basically. Long story short, I took way too long to take my car for an oil change. And yesterday, it started responding in a way that was unusual. And my car is still fairly new. It's 2 years old. So it's from a lack of care on my end. So I cannot just tell myself, oh, this is a new car. You know, you can skip the protocol that has been given to you clearly. The problem with that is that, like, my cars, my dad has always maintained them. So this is a part of, you know, that I need to not neglect. I need to educate myself in this. I need to educate myself in my cycle syncing, and I apparently need to educate myself on the maintenance of a car. because that would just be a travesty if I were to damage a car just because I clearly see a sticker that gives me a date and a mileage and I completely ignore it. So that sticker has been bothering me, but I've just been ignoring it. And now it's like I could possibly be dealing with some consequences for that. So I have an appointment on Thursday. So hopefully it's just a simple, oil change and just re-up on fluids. But it just showed me, like, I pray to God to show me everything, like, that I need to, like, understand and make sure that I educate myself and do, and whatever last lessons, not last lessons, because life is just one big lesson, but whatever lessons I need to learn now, and however it is, God, that you want to show me these lessons or teach me these lessons, I'm open. So I really understood, like, both ways. Even with me, I have to treat myself like a car. Girl, if you don't change your oil, you know what I'm saying? Then, yeah. And also, it just shows me, like, even in certain things, it's not just a car. Even in the way I'm treated, or whoever's listening to this as a listener. Our family, our friends, our jobs, our spouses, our everything is like a car. We have to maintain the things that we love, both ways. And even though I felt, it is my opinion, that I feel like I can go and neglect the fact that the oil says it needs to be changed at this time according to the last maintenance sticker. Doesn't mean that that's it. Like, oh, rules are changed. Out of all the cars in the world and how all of them are manufactured, Elise is saying now that this car does not need to be oil changed just because. I could think that all I want, but clearly, look what's happening. So in the same way, in the close relationships that we have with each other, we need to listen to those cues, to those oil change sticker signs that we give to each other as disclaimers. Okay? And don't be surprised that if you don't abide by those, we're going to use the sticker from the oil change. We don't abide by those, we cannot be surprised, and I don't think it's fair to try to talk it out, like blatantly ignoring something like that. Like, I feel like an oil change sticker is literally the disclaimers that you make in relationships, boundaries, don't cross this line, or this is what I need from you. Like, this is your implementation into my life. Because each of us should be making each other's lives better, correct? So, in order for me to feel loved and supported in this relationship, whatever it may be, this is my oil change sticker. And just respect it. God, and we always do this, okay? And we do this to each other, and we do this to God. God, please, okay, I promise when I take it on Thursday, just please not let it be anything crazy. And I promise I'll always take it to get an oil change after this. I promise. Like, I will listen to that sticker way beforehand. And when my light comes on, it just says oil change. But I guess I'm looking for, like, the actual little oil thing telling me that it's empty. Because until it's empty, I didn't feel like I needed to take it. And how many times do we treat each other like that? How many times do we treat certain situations like that? And then have the nerve to be like, I promise if you just let this go through. And when I go in on Thursday, it's a simple like, oh yeah, no problem. We're just going to top up all your fluids. We checked everything else. It's nothing else crazy. Have a nice day. We can't expect that. In 2024, moving forward, we cannot expect that with our cars and with each other. And that is the point of this vlog today. That has been the biggest realization. Like, I had to drive home like that last night. So I woke up this morning, like, basically I didn't get the best sleep last night, So I drove home in the dark like that after I just made a vlog about having a reliable car. And it is a reliable car. It's brand new. But I'm not treating it properly. So I can't expect it to do what it's supposed to do at its optimal ways if I am clearly and knowingly and accountability wise not doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not going to sit here and be like, woe is me. But last night I just had to just be like, okay, I'm going to deal with it in the morning. So when I dealt with it in the morning, you know, it's just been like a ongoing thing today. And I'm a woman, so I don't know these things. So I worried my poor dad over it, who lives all the way in Florida. What can he do? You know what I'm saying? And that worries him because he's like, my poor daughter, she's over there alone. Like, and he's the one that usually does that type of stuff for me. But I have to be a big woman math edition. You know, I need to know these things. I need to respect these things. It's not like I literally have to go and change the oil. I just needed to just have made it more of a priority. But now look. And just the way that his concern, I wanted to bring this point up too. The way my dad like embraces, I guess that's the word for tonight. Embrace whatever it is and just, you know, think positively and aim for the best solution. But the way my dad embraces issues like this is just it amazes me. He's not the type of person that's gonna be like, hope it gets better. All right, I'll call you back while you figure it out. Like, sorry I caught you at a bad time. My dad is literally, for the people who he loves, the whole world is gonna stop for him, and he's gonna literally be with you from all the way till it's like resolved. Like, he will lose sleep with you. And I pray to God that if, you know, if I ever get to have a partner other than God, because God is my number one partner, clearly, that it's just half the person that my dad is, at least half. And it just set the bar for me. Not only like what I need to do, as far as never neglecting something like this that's important to me again, but also like how just the way like his sheer concern just touched and moved my heart so much. And if you're watching this, Dad, because my dad does watch my vlogs, I love you so much, truly. I really do. And you're just an amazing example of a love and support system that I don't want to like deal with anything else other than that type of caliber of human being. I don't know what part of it stood out to you, but whatever part it was, even if it's not a car, it could be something else. For me right now, it's a car. But it has showed me so much about just, if I'm going to do this woman math edition stuff right, I'm going to do it right. If I'm not going to do it right, I'm not going to do it at all. I really need to just marinate on this segment today. So that's all for tonight. I love you guys so much. Remember, if you are new here, I'm looking forward to that yellow wave sign. Hello. And if you're not new here, the purple heart specifically. And I will definitely be catching you guys on the next one tomorrow for day 14. All right. In this 100-day journal journey challenge. Okay. Love you guys so much. Good night.